Let's talk about my last toxic relationship. So I used to date this boy, and the relationship was so toxic that it broke me into pieces. There was one time I was scrolling through his message, through his phone, and then I caught him texting with another girl. This girl was asking him, like, do you have a girlfriend now? And he said yes, because we're like publicly dating at that time. And it's not stopped there. And he told this girl to wait for him. Bro, why did you did that? And of course, I confronted him about the issues. I was like, why would you say that? What the fuck is that? And the first response I got was, why did you scroll through my phone? And he tries so hard to make it like my problem. It's my issues. I was the crazy girlfriend. And I was so naive that I fell for that. I really thought that I was the crazy, jealous type of girlfriend at that point. I was just gaslighted without knowing about it.
She got the man treatment. That's one of the deflection methods girls usually do when they get caught cheating. That's a pretty feminine move, though. Gaslighting, deflecting, shaming. Just be a man. Own up to it and say yes. I'm talking to another girl. She has bigger boobs than yours. So what? The relationship is pretty much over, bro.
Okay, here's my dating tips of the day. And these are things that I think if they're happening in the first 3 months of a relationship, you're probably dating the wrong person. Number one, if at any point within the first 3 months, you have to open up your phone and go to your notes app and compose a message because of the way that somebody is making you feel or something that they're doing, they're not the right person for you. I could publish a book from my notes app from my last relationships. If you have to constantly go in and like compose messages because somebody's not making you feel great, they're not the right person for you. Number two, if you feel any sort of anxiety or you're playing any sort of game in terms of communication, you're probably in the wrong relationship. Number three, if you have to delete their phone number, change their name in your phone, or like hide their notifications because it gives you anxiety if they are or aren't talking to you or texting you, they're not the right person. And then the last one, there can be exceptions to this because everybody is different, but this is just like a rule of thumb that I'm going to live by now. If at any point in time during the first 3 months of a relationship, they make you cry because of something that they do or say or the way that you feel, it's probably just not the right relationship.
No shit, Sherlock. Why does it take a nuclear physicist for some of these girls to figure out the obvious? If he ever punches you in your mouth and breaks all your teeth, you're probably not in the right relationship. But it does take some critical thinking on why do they pick these type of men. If you're a top 5%er, you can do all of that and she'll stick with you. If you're just the average guy, if you sneeze the wrong way, she's done with you.
Okay, so one time me and my friend, let's call her Brittany. Me and my friend Brittany were out and she was just like, hey, like I'm trying to go to this boy's house. I'm thinking it's like a solo dolo move. And then also she's like, no, get in the car. Of course I'll go. So we drive there. It's like an hour away. Okay, now mind you, we leave at 12 o'clock. I have work at 9 in the morning. Okay, so we get there at 1. We have to pick him up from his house and drive him to his friend's house so that we could actually hang out. We're sitting there at the table, and then all of a sudden my friend's like, oh my God, do you guys want to play cards? I look at her like, if you don't, because at this point, I don't know how, it's 3 in the morning. I'm looking at her like, if you don't go in there, do your business so we can get that on. You know what I mean? And we go into the living room. We get in the living room. I wait till he sits down. I sit on my opposite side of the couch. So it's like an L shape, right? And he's on one side of the L and I'm on the other. And he's like, so what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, we could play 8-ball. He said, okay, what do you want to play for? He starts playing Homebody by Lil Durk in the back. Baby, when I smash you, put your back in it. So I'm like, we could play for some quarters. Like, you got some quarters around here? Y'all, when I tell you I was fighting for my life that whole game, I ain't never played 8-ball so hard. So hard. He was literally playing for my coochie. And when I tell you I beat this dude out of 50 cents, oh my gosh.
So her coochie is worth 50 cents. I'd still not pay. I like how they always play dumb. Like how she didn't know what's gonna go down at midnight with 2 guys and 2 girls. Yeah, right? The thing that ticks me off is that she didn't find him attractive, so she decided to waste his time at 3 a.m. Just tell him nothing's gonna happen so he can go home instead of wasting his time with your 50-cent coochie.
Okay, funny story time. Okay, so I'm an accountant, and I have a big account on Twitter, and I just realized that my very first boyfriend that sexually assaulted me, that's married to the girl that was my best friend while he sexually assaulted me, unfollowed me. Didn't know he was following me this entire time, but I hope him following me caused pain and suffering in their relationship. He sexually assaulted me, and my best friend at the time knew, and then as soon as they break up, they got together.
Everyone is a victim these days. Hell, I'm a victim whenever you don't click that subscribe button. But I don't believe real victims are so chipper talking about their traumatic experiences. If that's the case, where's the police report? Anyway, why is he still living rent-free in her mind? Just let him go and block him if he's so traumatizing.
I was in year 11. I was like really horny. I asked to go to the toilet and I used the pen as a dildo. When I got back, I realized the pen was borrowed off the teacher. She asked for it back and I was biting it as she was concentrating.
First of all, she's into pencil dick. So Essex boys must have pencil dick. If you're from Essex and you're a guy, I feel sorry for you because girls are getting off to pens. Stands like low, below average type of shit.